Welcome to Bull Slayer on Crypto. Your boy Bull Slayer here. When it's blood in the streets, we still gotta eat. With that being said, let's get into this video. Today I want to talk to you about Safuu Protocol and its performance. Now, we know that there's a lot of blood in the streets right now, okay? With that being said, I'm still rebasing on Safuu, and I'm getting my rebases every day. And that is a good thing because I'm still eating while this blood is in these streets. And anybody who holds is doing the same. Now, I want to talk about something because there's been a lot of controversy around Safuu and why the price is dropping and so on and so forth. However, let me state that I'm not a financial advisor. Everything that I give is my opinion only. Do your own research and only invest, after you've done your own research. With that being said, first thing I want to talk about is CoffeeZilla and On-Chain, because those are the two main characters that have created a lot of FUD, opposition, and adversity when it comes to Safuu. However, I don't care how many followers CoffeeZilla has or On-Chain. I don't think that those videos have a huge impact on the price drop in Safuu. When you look at the market itself, if we go over here and we look at the market on CoinMarketCap, and you see how everything is down, everything is dropping. Look at BNB is at $274. And to go further than that, Terra USD actually, which was pegged to Luna for $1 at 81 cents. If we go and we look at Near Protocol, this is another project I'm in. I watched this go all the way from like $11 down to $6.65 in a week. Another one, Terra Luna. Terra Luna was $80 7 days ago. Now we see Terra Luna at $1.07. If you compare that to Safuu, Safuu has been holding pretty steady. I believe it found its support around $50, and Safuu has been trading back and forth. The other day, I believe it got up to about $68, or maybe even touched 70 or 71. However, with all the blood that's in the street, the market is bleeding. We're talking about stocks, we're talking about crypto, and a lot of people that, because I watch this, I'm in a Discord periodically, and I watch these charts, and what I see is that a lot of people, because when you get down to this price level, these are people at $54 who got in the beginning in March. When I say the beginning, I'm talking about March. These people got in March, and a lot of investors are new. They run off of emotion. They run off of influences from other people who bring opposition against the project, and then they start selling. Okay. Now, I've watched people sell when the price was low, and then when it goes back up, they buy higher. Not to mention the 14% buy tax, 16% sell tax, which is 30% that you have to pay on top of the BNB tax, which is only a few cents, but we're going to add it all up. And then every time within your MetaMask, within your Trust Wallet, when you swap Bog Finance, Pancake Swap, PooCoin, wherever it is that you're buying and you're trading, once you sell, you've created a sales tax. So when it comes tax time, you have to report that to your CPA on your taxes. And these people now, basically what they're doing is they're swing trading with Safuu, when Safuu is actually a long-term coin. Because once you sell, now you stop rebasing depending on how many coins. Let's say you have 100 coins and you sell 50. The rebase on that 50 that you have left is not what it would be if you would have never sold that. So you're losing rebases. And then at the same time, you're paying 30% tax when you sell and then buy back. And if you buy back higher than what you sold for, you're losing. And a lot of people are doing that. This is a long-term project, 13 and a half years. Safuu is not going anywhere. The project was designed as long-term. Now, yes, did some people get in? Can you make money when the price goes up and down? Of course you can. But you also create sales, which you have to pay tax on, not including the buy and the sell tax within the contract, but also when you get ready to file your tax with the government, as I have said. Now, we know that there's been videos put out to bring opposition and adversity up against Safuu. So let me talk about that for a minute. You have two guys basically who, in my opinion, is personal, and I don't know what the reason or the motive is. I believe the motive is to bring Safuu down and to destroy Brian Legend, which is not going to happen. You see, not only with Safuu, but one of the guys on chain, he's very disrespectful for all of those who hold Safuu. He calls them snowflakes. He refers to them as snowflakes. Now, he says that he's out to help people so that they don't get rug pull or they don't get scammed with scam projects. But if you're out to help people and then you're calling people that hold Safuu snowflakes, that contradicts the statement that, or what you say that you stand for as far as helping people. Now, these people come up against Brian Legend. Brian Legend has already, in his AMAs, he's already explained himself more than one time. Now, let me say this. We live in a world where people are always going, it's always going to be haters out there. People are always going to come up against you at some point and sometime in life. And for Brian to sit down with either one of these guys, I saw some videos talking about he should stand up. Look, let me say something. I disagree with that. Brian has already cleared up the accusations that have, or the allegations that have come up against him regarding his failed projects. He's already cleared that up in the beginning. And from that point, Brian is about action. You see, action speaks louder than words. Action puts everything in its proper perspective. And Brian, as we see, blockchain, racing team, airline, Satoshi Island, everything that Brian is doing is action. Now, it hasn't been, the racing team has manifested itself, but these other things have not yet manifested themselves, but they will, because it takes time to build these things out. And again, Safuu is not going anywhere. You know, and like I said, we live in a world. I know people who in their past, in their younger days, they committed crimes, okay? And some of them are ex-felons. Now, in the years, they've completely done a 360 and changed their lives. But when they go to try to get a good job, because they're an ex-felon and it follows you for the rest of your life, because they did away with the, what do you call it, statute of limitations, January 1st, 1990. So now when you commit a crime and it's a felony, unless you get a pardon, it's going to follow you. And these people can't get a job, even though they changed their lives and turned around 360%, because the way this system is set up, it'll never let go of what you did when you were in your early 20s. But now that you're in your 40s, your early 40s. 20 years later, you change. You have the qualifications, but you can't get the job because they hold that against you. It's the same thing that we see with Brian Legend. Now, I'm not saying that Brian Legend created anything of a crime or anything like that, because I don't believe that. However, what I'm saying is that because he's failed in the past with other projects, they won't let that go. They're holding that against him. Brian Legend has learned from his mistakes, as we have all made them. He's taken that, he's developed that into something that is profitable, sustainable, and something that is stable. And you know, even with the videos that come out, even with there being blood in the streets, I mean, look at this price. This price has been holding day after day. Let's compare it to Terra Luna, that's been around much longer. How long has this project been out? March, April, May, three months. This project has been out, or almost 3 months. And just look at how it's performing. This project, Safuu, is here to stay. And a lot of you guys, you know, need to stop running off of emotion when you see the price go down. You still have people in here in Safuu that's manipulating or trying to manipulate the price of Safuu. I see them, they buy when it gets low, they buy a bunch, and then the same person that bought, they'll turn around and sell. Now, some of that is to bring profit, but I believe some of it is to create a sell-off so the price will go down, and they want to drive it to zero. It's not going to happen. People talking about, oh, we need to use the SIF. We need to use the SIF. We need to provide liquidity from the SIF. No, we don't, because the project, if you look at the price, it's sustainable. It's not, we're not in any danger here. So, you know, I'm a holder. I'm going to hold Safuu and I'm going to ride it out and I'm going to reap the rewards, because like I say, through all of this, that's why I say when there's blood in the streets, we still have to eat. The only way that you don't eat when there's blood in the streets is when you start selling. When there's blood in the streets and you start selling, that's when you lose. That's when you lose your position that you hold. And so I don't want to carry on. I want to give a shout out because I'm in the Discord, and there's a lot of people in the Discord that really, really hold. They're really Safuu fam. And they're, you know, sincere about Safuu. They defend Safuu. They hold Safuu, and I want to give a shout out to them. This YouTuber named Daniel, I don't know his last name. It starts with a P. Daniel, I've seen some of his videos, and he comes and he makes some good points as far as being in Safuu's defense. Get That Crypto is another YouTuber that I've seen that's come, you know, who's dedicated, you know, Safuu holder since day one. I'm a Safuu holder since day one. And look, somebody came in my comments and they said, well, you don't connect your wallet. You don't show your earnings. The people want to see your earnings. My earnings are not important. What I earn is not important. What's important is what I talk about in these videos, because everybody's financial situation, their ability to buy and sell. Now, I never said or gave a dollar amount on how much I hold, because it doesn't matter. I'm looking at the long term. Let's talk about what I hold come March 2023. You know, but right now, it doesn't matter. I'm just giving out information that I hope people can grasp and people can understand. And right now is a very, very crucial time in crypto. I lost in I will say this, and then I'm gonna end this video. I lost because I wasn't at my computer, and I used Ledger, and I was in I had the Terra Station, and Anchor Protocol. I was staking UST. I was staking Luna and Terra Station, and I wasn't able to access my computer to do anything, and I just watched it go down. And I was able to finally, when I got to my computer, I was able to pull out my UST from staking, sold it. Luna, it wasn't even worth pulling out. But with that being said, if you like these types of videos, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell so that you'll be notified when I post other videos such as this. Again, I'm Safuu for life, baby. So when you hear about Safuu, Safuu is a coin. Safuu is a project. Well, it's a token right now. When the blockchain comes out, it's going to become a coin. Safuu is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And I'm going to tell you something else. The FUD is not going to stop. It's going to keep coming. So just please understand that. The FUD is going to keep coming because there's motive behind it. They're being methodical in their videos as far as how they come at this project, the little stuff that they use to try to say why it's a scam. It's all methodical, and it's not truth, and it's not sincere. When Brian comes on, he doesn't use any kind of methodology. Brian talks straight from the heart. Brian puts it out there, and everything that we've seen Brian say thus far, he puts into action. Now, he's talking about coming out with Safuu coffee. I've seen something in Twitter about that. Not too sure about the coffee, but I mean, I don't know if they were just kidding around or not. However, I don't think I've seen any announcements in the Discord, but we'll see. But even if he doesn't, we have enough in the works to make this project more sustainable, to bring utility to the project. And again, Safuu is here to stay. The price currently on May the 11th, 2022, $54.92. With that being said, this is your boy Bull Slayer, and I'm out. Peace.